Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I hope that February was amazing for you and I hope that March goes even better. February was a long month for me. I feel like it was the longest month, which is so weird because technically it's the shortest month, but I'm so excited for spring. It's been so dark and dreary and the winter weather really gets to me, so I cannot wait for the sun to shine again. I can't wait for spring makeup and spring clothes, so let me know in the comments below if you guys have any plans this spring, any vacations planned, or any spring break getaways. I would love to hear from you guys. I'm super excited to share with you which makeup products I loved throughout the month of February because I discovered a lot of new favorites. I feel like I mentioned a lot of these products in either like a haul video or Instagram or Snapchat, but I haven't really given you like a detailed review on a lot of them, but I loved them this month. Like, I'm so excited about these products, so I can't wait to jump in and tell you guys about them. So let me start with my #1 favorite, and that is the new ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Echo Park. I'm wearing this today. I've been wearing it non-stop. I am obsessed with the new Ultra Satin Lips, which should be live on their website by now, so I'll link them in the description box below. I did a lip swatch video if you guys want to check it out, but the formula is amazing. These are just some of the best lipsticks I've tried, and if you tried the Ultra Matte Lips and they were a little bit too drying for you, you are going to love these because they stay in place, they have a good staying power, but they're moisturizing and hydrating on the lips, and they just look amazing. They don't dry down to a matte finish, but they're also not overly shiny, so I love them. I can't get enough of them. Echo Park is just the perfect nude. I have two blush favorites from this month. The first one is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. It is their baked blush in the shade Passion Pink, and I cannot get enough of this. I've been wearing it almost every single day when I'm not wearing my other blush favorite, but I love this because it is insanely affordable. It's pigmented, it's gorgeous, but it's kind of like the perfect balance between a highlighter and a blush, which I mentioned in my blush declutter that those are my favorite blushes in the entire world, and I love this. Like, I've been wearing it so much lately, so if you're looking for a good, really gorgeous pink shimmery blush, I would recommend this one for sure. The other one that I've been loving, which is a little bit more expensive, but it's still a great option and I know you guys will love it, is the Laura Geller Blush-N-Brighten in the shade Golden Apricot. I got this from the Birchbox website, I believe, but I know they have these blushes at Ulta. I just don't know if they have this exact color, but this is the most gorgeous blush. I'm going to be obsessed with it for spring and summer, and I think if you have like a more like medium tan or like olive skin tone, this would look amazing on you. It's just the prettiest peachy gold apricot shade, and again, this one has a little bit of a shimmer kind of mixed throughout it, so it gives your cheeks a gorgeous glow. These are my new favorite primer combination. So the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water has been one of my favorites for a long time. I'm almost finished with this bottle. I use it almost every single day, and this bottle has lasted me for the longest time, but I love this because it just gives you a nice base. It refreshes your skin, it hydrates and moisturizes, and I love it. I love it in combination with the Mirabella Prime. This is for face and eyes, and I've gotten this in subscription boxes in the past, but this is a great option. I don't struggle with dry skin most of the year. Like during the winter, my skin's a little bit more dry and I'll have dry areas, and I'm kind of using a new skincare product which is kind of drying out my skin, but I love it, so I don't want to quit using it. This really hydrates my skin and makes sure that I have no dry patches on my skin. My foundation glides on like it's never done before. I am obsessed with this combination. I can't even, like, I obviously can't even get the words out because I'm obsessed with it. So if you are looking for like a good primer routine that's going to hydrate and moisturize your skin and make your foundation go on nicely, these two are great options. If you're looking for a little bit more of an affordable option, I would say that e.l.f. just released a primer, not a primer water, it's a setting spray, but it's supposed to give you like a hydrated dewy finish. I would say that that combined with the e.l.f. Poreless Primer would be a great option as well, but I've been using these two, so I wanted to mention them for sure. So I have two eyeshadow palette favorites that I just cannot get enough of this month, and I know that I'm going to be wearing them so often. I feel like I'm in trouble because I committed to using up an eyeshadow palette this year in my products I want to use up in 2016, but I've been using so many other eyeshadow palettes I know I'll never finish it. But the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made Eyeshadow Palette is gorgeous. I know this was limited edition and I had to search online to find it. I found it at lordandtaylor.com, so I'll link it in the description box below if it's still available. But Jaclyn Hill did a tutorial using this, and when I watch tutorials on YouTube, I don't usually recreate them. I just love watching them, but I knew that I had to buy this palette and recreated it. Like the second I got done watching it, I bought this palette, recreated it, and every single time I wear that eye look, people ask me what I'm wearing. It's this palette. I cannot get enough of it. I wore it in so many of my videos in February. If you guys can get your hands on it, you have to. A palette that's a little bit more easily accessible and that I'm sure a lot of you guys have is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. It took me a little while to kind of become obsessed with this. Like, I love the other two. They are my favorite palettes. I use them every single day, but there was something about this one that I didn't really reach for it as often. The shadows are definitely more cool tone and they're not normally something that I would reach for, but I've been using it a lot this month and I can safely say it is becoming one of my favorites for sure. It has a lot of really gorgeous neutral everyday shadows, so if you're looking for something a little bit different, I would recommend this because even though it's full of like neutral shadows, it's definitely a different palette and I feel like it's a lot more unique than the other Too Faced palettes in my collection, but I love those. Like, I use those every single day, so don't even ask me to choose because I won't be able to. So I am always telling you guys how bad I am at contouring, and people are like, why do you say that? But I am really, really bad at it. I just feel like my face is so round and my cheeks are just so big that a lot of times when I try to contour, I end up with like a streak of color across my face, and it just doesn't look good. I haven't really been able to find the right tools, the right powders, so I decided to try out the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is the light to medium shade, and I've been loving it a lot lately. I can't say that it's like completely solved my contouring issues because I'm just not that great at it, but I give it a shot and I've been loving this. I feel like it makes it so easy, and I like the powders. I love the colors. It's definitely more of like a cool toned palette, and a lot of times when I contour I try to use like a warm toned bronzer, so it doesn't really work that well. So I've been loving this middle shade for contouring, and then these two outside shades are great for contouring or even bronzing up the skin. I've been using these two to set my under eye concealer, and then this is a great highlight shade, and really I've just been loving it a lot lately. This is probably like the first contour kit that I've really tried other than like the e.l.f. Cosmetics one, but I think it's great quality. It's definitely what's the word I'm looking for? It's flattering. I feel like the colors are flattering for contouring versus using like a bronzer to contour your face, because a lot of times those are super orangey. So this is just a great palette. The powders are great quality and I love it. I just have a few more products to share with you guys. I've been trying out some new Real Techniques brushes. I have two from their Gold Medals collection and then just a few brushes from their regular line. This is actually their brow kit, so I wanted to talk about them. I did get these products from Octoly, which is a website that allows YouTubers to review products, and if you guys make YouTube videos, I'll have a link in the description box below so you can check it out. But I have number 102, which is the Triangle Concealer Brush, and then number 203, which is either like the Tapered Blending Brush or the Crease Brush. I forget the exact name, but I'll link it in the description box below. I've really been liking these. These are the only two brushes that I've tried from their Bold Medals collection, and I love them. The design is gorgeous. I'm obsessed with how they look, and they're a little bit weighted toward the top, so they feel nice in your hand when you're applying your makeup. The triangle brush is really, really unique. I don't own any brushes like this, but I love it for blending out my under eye concealer because of the shape. I feel like it just gets really, really close to like that inner eye area. It allows you to really blend out your concealer nicely, and then it also gives you a really crisp line underneath your winged liner, which I always like to do to kind of like define my winged liner, make it look crisp and clean, and I've been loving it. I think it does a great job. The other one is great for blending out shadows in the crease. I love the shape of this because it's not overly round, it's not super flat, so it's great because you can use it to pack color right onto the lid and then kind of blend it into the crease, or you can turn it and really do a good job at blending. You can pack some onto the outer corner and blend it out. It's just a good all-around brush that has so many different uses. So I really like these. I think the design is beautiful and they're such great quality. I've also been using the eyebrow kit, which is perfect for on-the-go travel, or it's just great if you don't have a lot of products in your collection already geared toward, you know, helping you define your brows or filling them in. If you're kind of starting from the beginning, this is a great beginner's kit. But I love this because it comes with two different sets of tweezers. So you have the flat tweezers, which are just perfect for like everyday tweezing or even eyelash application, and then you have the pointed tweezers, which are my favorite. I love using pointed tweezers for getting like those really hard to pluck eyebrow hairs. They're a little bit scary because they're super sharp, but they work so well. Then you have this spoolie brush, and I love the spoolie because it's super small, so it really helps you to kind of define your brows and brush out your brows really well. And then you have this really unique brush. It kind of is like a foam tip brush, and personally it's not my favorite for filling in my brows, but I love it for highlighting underneath my brows because you get a really precise application. And then you just have this brush for filling in your brows. I love how these are tilted and they're slanted. I think they just make filling in your brows so much easier. They also come in this case, which is perfect for travel because you can just kind of fold it up and throw it in your bag. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to leave me a comment below with your favorites because I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!